Hello everyone. So today I'm going to discuss a trigger scenario which was asked to me in Coforge's L1 round. So here is the scenario that we are going to discuss. So the question was I had to write a trigger to store all the contact names associated to an account in a field which was say all contact names on account. So let's discuss the trigger. So before writing the trigger, we had to create one field which was the all contact names. So in order to save us some time, I have just created this field and the data type is long text area. So now we are going to use store all the contacts on this field on account. We'll first create a trigger, combine contact names, and we will write it on contact object. So we'll write it for after insert and after update scenario. You can write it for delete and all, but since this is just an interview trigger that we are going to discuss, so I'll write it for these two scenarios. So as we know, this trigger dot new will hold all the values which are coming during the update, and we'll check the particular account contact that is coming up is actually associated to an account, because if it is not associated to an account, then we don't want our trigger to fire. Then we will also check the contact dot name is not equals to trigger dot name. So here we are ensuring we are comparing the name of the contact is actually changed. Okay, so we will store all those contact where the name we need to perform the operation. So in this set, and this will store all the account ID. Now we will check this is not blank or not empty. Then list of contact. So these are basically the existing contact. Account ID set. We will also check here that contact dot account ID is not null. So this is important. Here we will check if now what we will do is we will store all these names in a map. So I'm going to create a map of ID and the list of string because one account can have multiple contacts associated to them, associated to it. So we will need to store everything. Yes. Now we will check that if this contains key of contact dot account ID, then we will if it doesn't contain, then we will put it here and create a new list of string. And in case if we have a record contact record coming up which is already there, so here we can see some errors. So is here it should be account ID, and since we have used con obj here, so we are going to update this to con obj. Let's see. Yeah, so now we don't have any error. Now we will check. Now we come to the mapping part. So before mapping the names here, so we need to utilize this line number 17 where we have the account ID and the associated contact names in the form of string. So we need to store it. So let's create a list of string, say contact names, and this will get value from here, which is now we will check that if this is not blank, because there can be instances where this is blank, and if we try to map it, then we will definitely get null pointer exception. Then we will check the field name that we have created, all contact names, and we will join contact names here. So now we will, okay, now we will create a list, because as per the best practice, we always need to make sure that we are doing any DML. Yeah, so just a quick overview on of what we have done here. So basically, in this account ID set, we have stored all the account IDs of those contacts where the operation is being performed. Now we'll check. We have checked here. If it is not empty, then we have checked for the existing contact. And in line number 18, we have stored all the account IDs along with their name for the name of the contact. And what we are doing here is we are checking if this contains those IDs which where we have made some changes, then we are storing it in new line. So now let's try to go and check if our trigger is working fine or not. So we will go to the account, combine name scenario. Okay, now we will see all contact names. It is blank as of now. So what we will do is we will create a related contact on this first. That was owner. Just account one, we will name it. We will save this. Okay, we have one null pointer exception on line number 6. Let's see what happened. So yes, we are trying to compare it, but since it is an insert operation, we will definitely get that error. So it is obvious. Let's fix this. It is not null. Not after. Yeah. Okay. So we can see that we have created one test contact. Then we will check the name. Okay, we have it here. Now we will create one more to ensure our this is working. So now both these accounts should, yeah. So we can see that both the contacts that we have created is.
Do let me know in the comments if you like this scenario, and feel free to let me know if you want me to discuss any other scenario. Thank you.